Hey YouTube, it's EverythingEpan here, and today this is Q&A number 2. Um, as you see, this is basically how I talk in my videos. I'm kind of just with the mic right here. As you can see, it's a Blue Yeti Snowball mic. I also got a little pop filter on it. That way, so when I say my P's and B's, sorry if that was a little loud, they don't get, you know, it's, I can't really explain that very well. But, so yeah, this is basically how I record my videos. I have this right here, and I know it sounded like in my Windows 7 tutorial where I had my face right next to the mic like this. Hopefully that wasn't too bad for you guys. I try to keep myself back as possible, but I mean, this thing catches audio really, really well. So I only have some questions for you guys, so I might make up my own questions just in case you guys have anything. One thing is, where the heck were you the last 2 months? Um, I hadn't uploaded a video for 2 months almost when I uploaded, what was it, the Dirty Mad Libs Challenge episode number 1. And basically I mean, I have school going on, but I don't like to think of that as an excuse. I mean, I know some of you might have heard this from one of my previous videos. I said something like this, but I don't consider school as an excuse because I can do that stuff and still get time to record videos. It's just, I'm right next to my father who's over in the other room right over here. His office is over there. And, sometimes it's hard to record videos when he's in there because he could be talking on the phone or something. Or, maybe I just don't want to record a video when he's in there. And as you can see, I'm in a new room. I don't know if you can tell from my last, my like face reveal video or whatever. I'm in a new room. So, yeah, I mean, I would love to. That's why I pre-record my videos. So if you see that the date in the bottom right is different than when this is uploaded, that's because I pre-recorded this video and I scheduled it to be uploaded at a different date. So why I wasn't uploading the last 2 months, I honestly can't tell you. I really don't have much of an excuse. I mean, school would be my only excuse, but I don't want that to be my excuse. I mean, I've got extracurricular activities too, but, if I want to make this a job, I got to be dedicated, and I want to be dedicated to this YouTube channel because, I've had so many VirtualBox tutorials out for you guys, and you guys have viewed and viewed and viewed, and, everybody was, not everybody, but like a lot of people in the comments saying, oh my God, this is a great tutorial, or this is one of the tutorials that actually works. I thank you so much. I appreciate those comments. Those are what make me want to keep making videos. When I see comments like, your tutorials are awesome, keep doing more, or you deserve more subs, we're inching closer on 3,000 subs. That's just crazy to think about how I already am going to have 3,000 subs coming up here. So make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you have not yet done so. So I've been blabbering for the past 3 minutes, so let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Look at that. I'm already bloopering. Let's get into the Q&A. So Ethan Wiggy asks, long story short, a friend has a computer that needs an OS. Would you suggest Windows 7 Ultimate or Windows Vista Professional? I mean, honestly, when it comes to Windows Vista, I don't recommend it at all. I mean, some people said it was a bad operating system with like, it had a lot of bugs and stuff in it. Vista wasn't bad. It's just when it was released, everybody was getting it. But I mean, yeah, that was just kind of the thing. Vista was just having lots of bugs and everything. But when it comes to this question, definitely go Windows 7. That's probably the most popular operating system used from Microsoft right now behind, you got Windows 10. I don't know if that computer supports Windows 10. I don't know if maybe he wants to try Windows 10. Windows 8's okay. I mean, I didn't really like it personally. I do like Windows 10 a lot better than Windows 8. But Windows 7 is definitely one of my most favorite Microsoft operating systems. So definitely go with Windows 7 Ultimate. A lot of energy asks, will you make a video on keyboard tricks? Kind of depends on what you're talking about here, man. If you want to get back to me on that, be a little bit specific. I have been looking for ideas for future videos, because at some point I'm gonna run out of tutorials. There's no way I can keep doing tutorials. I mean, I've uploaded a Windows 95 twice, and I honestly might even upload another one just because of some of the people that have been in the comments saying, oh, this isn't working, and I've been having these errors and everything. Um, I try as best I can to get tutorials out that are, they're not going to be flawless, but, I try to have as minimal of errors as possible for anybody. So, when it comes to, say, for example, like a Mac OS X video, they're hard to make because in my computer, I have an AMD processor, which I'll be talking about specs in a minute from a question, but it's hard to make Mac tutorials because I don't have an Intel processor, and when I built this computer, I wish I had an Intel processor. I wish I would have gotten one. I don't know why I got AMD. It's just I think it was a little bit of a money type reason at this time. So will I be making a video on keyboard tricks? It's possible. It just depends on what you're talking about. So be sure to hit me up and be a little bit more specific, and maybe I could get one out. Mabel's fanboy asks, can you install Windows Me on your old Sony Vaio? Referring to the actual hardware videos I have with Windows 2000 and 98 and etc. I only have a couple out there, but I had an old Sony Vaio laptop in here where I was installing some older operating systems to see if it would work. And I don't know if you guys like seeing those tutorials where I'm installing these on actual hardware. I have no old computers where I can install like Windows 95. I don't think works on that. I have never tried it. Plus, I mean, you got to have a computer with a floppy too, because of MS-DOS. You got to install that, but 7.1 is an ISO. But and the Sony Vaio laptop's not even here, so it's put away. Screen's broke on it, so I mean, I have to hook it up to an external display. But can I install Windows Me on it? Definitely will try. I mean, if I could get Windows 2000 to work, I should be able to get Windows Me to work. So, that video could be coming in the near future for all I know. So I will definitely try to see if I could install it on that old Sony Vaio. Pingus Republic asks, do you chat with other YouTubers outside of YouTube, and if so, who? I have, but I've only chatted with one person, and that's with MS-GIL. You can check out his channel. I'll have a link in the description. Definitely check him out. We both do the same types of videos. We're trying to, I haven't talked to him recently, but we try and we talk to each other about, oh, what are you doing for this video? What are you gonna do for this video? We both just need ideas, honestly, because I posted how many tutorials on here, and I'm starting to run out of tutorials. That's why I separated them, and I'm doing VMware, because I had some people in the comments talking to me about, oh, how do you do this in VMware? Could you do a tutorial for VMware? And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna separate these tutorials and help out VMware people, because I'll be honest, the VMware videos don't get as many views as VirtualBox, which, that's fine. I mean, they get views, but it's like, I'd rather help people that have VMware too. I mean, I don't want to just post VirtualBox people and leave the people in the dust that say, oh, can you post a video on VMware, and I don't do that. I would definitely do it. So that's why I posted a couple VMware tutorials, and I'm definitely going to be having a lot more VMware tutorials in the future for that. So otherwise, we just kind of just talk a little bit, kind of. Sometimes it's not even about YouTube, but that's the only YouTuber I've chatted with outside of YouTube. So check out MS-GIL in the link in the description. Arsad asks, do you like to destroy virtual machines like XP 7, 8.1, or 10? I have never tried to quote-unquote destroy virtual machines. That could be from trying to delete System32 or the Windows folder, just trying to crash it in general and not be able to get it to work. I've never tried it. If you want to see a video of me trying to quote-unquote destroy operating systems, I could definitely try that in the future. Just let me know in the comments if you guys want to see videos like that. But no, I have never tried that, because I have a fear, if I do it, what if I were to do it on my actual computer somehow? But no, I have never tried destroying virtual machines. Sebastian asks, what are the specs of your computer? I'd love to know. This question has been asked quite frequently, actually. Everybody wants to know, oh, what are the specs of your computer? How does your virtual machines run so fast? Well, honestly, this is my computer's custom built. It's not a top of the line PC, obviously, because it doesn't have an Intel processor and it's got an AMD processor in it. Um, but I will put a link in the description to my parts list, but I'll go ahead and list some of them out to you. My processor is an AMD A8 6600K, which is a 3.9 gigahertz quad-core processor. Um, so at the time, it was a it was a good, it's a decent processor. It does actually a pretty good job. It did a lot better job than I thought it would. When I got it, because it was an AMD, I thought, oh, it's not going to compare to Intel. Well, I'd say this is basically kind of like a bottom of the line Intel i5 or a top of the line Intel i3 with 2 more cores. This processor's been doing very well for me, and if you guys have any suggestions on, like, say you're building a custom computer and you have like a price range where you think you're at, let me know. I'd be happy to give you ideas on what to get for your PC parts, but I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, even though it's only DDR3 1600 megahertz, so it's not the fastest RAM, but it gets the job done. I originally had 8, and I only have 2 slots on my motherboard, so I basically just got another stick of RAM for, what was it, like $40. It was really, really cheap since it's DDR3, and I got 16 gigs of RAM. And the other reason why everything runs so fast on here is because I have a 120 gig SSD in there. So SSDs definitely improve your computer's performance. It's not just say, oh, you have 8 gigabytes of RAM and an Intel i5 processor, and you're saying, oh, well, it's not fast enough. Maybe I need to upgrade to 16 gigabytes of RAM. In some cases, yes, that could be possible. I mean, it helps for when I'm dedicating memory to VirtualBox. I have more memory to dedicate, but at the same time, that's not always the case. Definitely, if you are thinking about it, buy an SSD. It's so worth it. I didn't regret getting one at all. I mean, I regret getting a 120 instead of getting like a 250 or something, but definitely worth it. My graphics card is a GTX 950. Bought it for $150. It does work. It's not the highest graphics card, but it's a decent one. I was using integrated graphics from AMD before, so that's just the basic specs of my computer. If you guys would like to see all of the parts that I have, I will leave a link in the description to my computer parts list, and you can go ahead and check that out. So 2 more questions here. Second to last one, the Truly Epic asks, can you make your own operating system? And apparently he says OpenSUSE is the easiest way to do it. And he asks also, why are you so quiet? I don't know what you mean by why am I so quiet. If he refers to some of my videos where I sound a little bit quiet, it's because when I was in my other room upstairs, I had everybody else, their rooms were near me, so like if I was recording at night, I had to be quiet because people were sleeping, and I wanted to try and get a video out. I needed to be quiet, and now that I'm in the basement, where there's nobody down here, but I'm right below my parents' bedroom, so that could be a problem. But I try not to. I would love to be at this type of volume for all of my videos, but it just kind of depends on what's going on. Like if nobody's home, I'm fine with making videos. It's perfectly fine. But if people are home, I try and record when nobody's like doing anything, or they're all in their rooms, or there's no noise whatsoever. And can I make my own operating system? Boy, if I tried, that would definitely be I don't know how that would work out for me, because I've never tried to make my own operating system. But if I reinstall OpenSUSE and VirtualBox or something, and I try and make my own operating system, I'll let you know if I make my own. But in the meantime, I have never done it, and I don't know if I ever attempt to make my own operating system. FYI, these were in alphabetical order, so it's because I have screenshots saved of the comments, so they're in alphabetical order. But Volturix Live, final question asked, what's your opinion on Windows Me? Windows Me, well, it's an interesting operating system. Some people call it the worst in Microsoft's history because of all the crashes and blue screens and errors and bugs it had in it. It was a really, really quick thought operating system Microsoft had out, because you had Windows 2000 come out earlier in the year, and then later on in the year they decided we need to make a type of home user type operating system. So they decided to create Windows Me, which stands for Millennium Edition. And people make lots of different jokes about it. They call it the Mistake Edition, because of how bad it was. So my opinion on Windows Me, personally, when I've used it in VirtualBox, I've had rarely any blue screens or any errors with it. But that's, this is 2016. This was an operating system released in the late year of 2000, and then XP came out in 2001, and that was a huge success by Microsoft. So personally, I have not had any problems with Windows Me. I mean, it's very, very similar to Windows 2098, but with more features and stuff, more multimedia features. So really, personally, I have not had any problems with Windows Me whatsoever. Alright guys, so that's the end of the Q&A. I'm trying not to make this video as long as possible. It's already 16 minutes long, so I apologize if this was long for any of you guys that asked questions. I'm planning on possibly doing a third one soon. I mean, I'm obviously going to wait a little bit for this one to be out and people to watch this and stuff. But for the last couple minutes, I'm probably just going to talk. But I appreciate you guys for sending in your questions, and hopefully we get more questions in the next video, because I only had 7 questions in this one. Not that that's bad. I mean, 7's more than 0, obviously. So yeah, I mean, I've been looking for ideas for videos. I like doing Q&A. I like when people are asking me questions and stuff. Even when people ask me questions when I'm not doing Q&As, like in the bottom of the video, is like, oh, how do you fix this error? I always try and fix it as best as I can. I'll be honest. I apologize to any users out there I have ignored comments to with errors. I've never been able to get some of these errors fixed. So I mean, it just all depends on how your specs of your computer are. If your computer's compatible, like say you're trying to install Windows 10 or Windows 8, and you have a lower spec computer with a 32-bit version of Windows 7 on it, you definitely will not be able to get Windows 10 on it. If you do manage to do so, that'd be insane. But I've never tried. But it just kind of depends. So I mean, so this will be definitely uploaded after New Year's Day. It's the 30th right now as of recording this video. So we'll be heading into 2017, a new year, possibly new stuff for the channel. I really don't know what's going on here. So yeah. So speaking about coming on New Year's and this holiday break I've been on, let me know how your Christmases went. I know this is going to be uploaded a couple weeks after New Year's, but when Christmas is over. But if you guys want me to do, for example, a room tour, for all I know, I have stuff in this room I could show you guys. I could show you guys my setup here with everything I have. I can show you my computer, anything. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. So we're nearing 3,000 subscribers at the time of this video. I don't know when we'll hit it, but hopefully we'll hit it soon. I never imagined this channel was going to get even over 500 subs. I thought I was going to be stuck at 200 subs like my last channel did. That's been stuck at 200 subs for how long? I mean, I know I don't upload on that channel anymore, but I didn't know that VirtualBox and VMware tutorials were so popular, because I'm nearing, I've got right now, what is it, 2,900 subs and 650,000 video views. That's crazy. I know that doesn't sound like a lot of views and subs for some people, but that's a lot for me. I didn't even think I was gonna get 100,000 views, and I've almost got 100,000 views on one video. So that's crazy how this channel has grown. So thank you guys for watching the Q&A. Be sure to leave a like on the video down below if you enjoyed, and comment your ideas down below for future videos. My banner says I could do vlogs, gaming, technology, anything. So just give me your ideas down below. I don't know which way I'm pointing here. Don't forget to subscribe. It should be on the right side somewhere. And social media is in the description, so be sure to follow me on that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.